Well, the Rams have a little concern going on their roster with Matthew Stafford missing joint practice with the New Orleans Saints, with, of course, still his back injury still up in flames. But is this a concern for the LA Rams entering their first game of the regular season against the Texans here in a couple of weeks?
It's football time.
Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Round Sports Podcast with sports and everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Rams. The Rams, of course, have had a packed offseason, but Stafford, who has yet to play a practice snap on the Rams practice field, has been missing joint practice most recently against the Saints, of course, with a back injury that he has sustained since the early part of last year. But with, of course, all this going on, the Rams, of course, are the second overall favorite to win the division, only behind the 49ers, and then the Seahawks trail right behind. But the question is, are the Rams being doubted because of Stafford's injury? I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a big favor and smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the Rams. I do believe they're being doubted just because of this injury. Because if we look at the 49ers, the Rams are way better than they are. I'm just saying that right now. And of course, we all know the Rams are always the thorn in the Seahawks' dang side every single time they match up. But I do have some concern with Stafford not playing a practice snap, but I do believe once he sees the snap of the field, I believe he'll just be just fine. But still, the Rams just came off of dethroning the 49ers for the division last year. And still, the 49ers are for some weird reason the favorites to win the division. I mean, I'm so sorry. Have you seen the Rams defense? Have you seen the Rams offense? They are 10 times better than the 49ers are. And that doesn't come from me saying this as a Seahawks fan, but it's true. The Rams are just better than the 49ers in every way, shape, and form. Because let's look at their quarterback, shall we? For the Rams have the better quarterback, wide receiver. Rams have the better receivers. Rams have the better running back, better tight end, better offensive lineman, and more importantly, the better defense. Because the Rams just know how to beat the 49ers. They completely put the broomstick on them last year. And the Rams, of course, have given the 49ers their share of nightmares, especially in that NFC Championship game where the Rams would go on to eventually win that Super Bowl. But still, the Rams, of course, still Stafford's injured, but I don't really think that's a big deal. I don't think that's a big of a deal that people are making of it because Stafford, we all notice when he gets back on the field, he'll be just fine because it's Matthew Stafford. He's arguably one of the top 10 quarterback in the NFL and a top 10 quarterback in the NFC because Stafford is an amazing guy. He is an outstanding man, and they got the better weapons. And I think if the Rams were to face the 49ers today, I believe they would beat them because it doesn't matter that even if Stafford doesn't play, I do believe Jimmy Garoppolo or Stetson Bennett could cover in for him until he gets back. Because the Rams are better than the 49ers. They have the better depth, they have the better roster, they got the better defense, they got the better everything. Because the Rams are much better than the 49ers are. And I do believe if I were to readjust the favorites, I would move the Rams up to number 1 as the top favorite. I'd move the Seattle Seahawks down to number 2, the Rams to, correction, the 49ers to 3, and the Cardinals at 4 as far as favorites go. But still, the Rams, of course, are better than they were last year, but I still have concerns about their run defense. That's the only bit I am still concerned about because we all know they allowed 450-yard rushes on their defense last year, But I do believe with the new additions that they have made in the offseason, I do believe hopefully that should get better, especially with the defensive rookie of the year still around in Jared Verse. I just think the Rams are going to have a chance to win the division again, but some other teams of the NFC West are going to have some say in that. But Rams, they're still the best team in the division right now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the injuries of Stafford are concerning, and do you think that's being hardly doubted? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a big favor and smash the button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.